it looks like the upload speed has improved a little bit, but it doesn't really matter because I'm thinking I'm just gonna upload these once a day rather than, you know, like 8 a day as I did, 11 a day even as I did with Mega Man X8, because, well, that's not really that good for viewership unless you constantly do 11 a day every single day, which I sure as hell won't because I physically cannot. So here we are. We're now in the Kogor Refinery, this time as beautiful, sumptuous, wonderful experience that is Ratchet the Lombax. And this planet is real big, as you can see. Real big fish. You can either go up and to the right or up and to the left, which is gonna be the first thing that I do. You shall come to find out why that's the first thing I'm going to do very, very shortly. I'd like to save up on ammo because it's getting a little bit expensive. I can't really save up against these guys, I'm afraid. So, jump up, shoot him up. It's a little awkward. You'd rather have some sort of a homing weapon, which I do have, but using the Devastator on those guys is ridiculously overboard. Ah. Fine. Fine. 3 goddamn bums, you say, for one of those. Well, can't wait for the Gemlik moonbase. That's all I have to say to that. Another Gadgetron vendor. Intriguing. Is there a new weapon? No. Right, and the right path is real effing annoying, so I'm just gonna go the left path, and I believe a really big flying machine has just appeared, as I predicted it would. So I'm just gonna go ahead and devastate it. How many shots? 3. Keep that in mind, so you can get through it a little bit faster should I die at least once on the way. Which I would rather not, you know, it simplifies my life a fair bit. Yeah, figured it was gonna be just one for those. Not much that can stand up to this particular weapon right here. Cool. This isn't really worth doing, considering that it's just for some crates, so I'll just leave. But you gotta have the crates, right? What Ratchet and Clank player would I be if I didn't go for the crates? Come on now. 2 for those, rather than 3 bomb gloves. Still a little bit steep. I mean, those rockets aren't, you know, the cheapest ammunition in the game, but I probably got enough money to cover them in the room alone. I think they're 50 apiece, something like that. I suppose I should go for the Rhino sooner rather than... I forgot, that's the thing. I suppose I should go for the Rhino sooner rather than later, but the ammo for the Rhino is also extremely expensive, so maybe I'll go for it, like, you know, after this. I don't know. Probably just do it tomorrow if I have the time for it. could do it now, but it takes a little while to glitch up enough bolts for the Rhino. And seeing as my time is limited, I would rather spend it, you know, recording rather than just glitching out the game. So let's just go devastate those guys. Getting a little bit low in the ammunition department, which is telling me that it's probably a good idea to start using some other stuff. So one of these should be enough to kill at least one. Shut up, Mom. Shut up, Mom. Right. Go on then. Go on, you little cuties. Ooh, there's a lot of these guys here. Holy fucking shit, dude. Metal detectors letting me know that there are bolts to be found here. I couldn't really give a fuck. Right. Fucking 7 glove shots on this one little cluster of enemies alone. A little bit ridiculous, to be honest with you, game. I don't appreciate it. But it's worth it, because if this is the path I think it is, which it should be, then we're getting a really effing neat upgrade for it. Ridiculous. Just wait for it to claw. It's probably the most bolt efficient way of killing these guys short of using the wrench. So I'm fine with taking that little bit of extra time there. And the wrench is a little bit risky, so that works. I meant to do that, by the way. That was exactly my plan. Well, those guys have a much shorter cooldown before they can take damage again. So spamming is a little bit more viable. This elevator takes us exactly where I want it to be. Sir. Okay. I didn't see how much it cost, but I just bought some nanotech. And I just got an Italian achievement that said, hit me again, come on. And that's giving me an extra hit point. 5 rather than 4. What a premium upgrade. Reminder that in the future games you get as many as, you know, like 20. 100. Sorry. I don't know why I said 20. Obviously 30,000 bolts. That's another thing I'm gonna be glitching the game out to get. I know it's not the most, you know, admirable course of action, but fuck it, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna sit here and get 30,000 bolts. You crazy? It took me about 3 hours to get back to where I was in the playthrough, and in doing so, I really only bought stuff that I needed to buy and the same weapons I had, and I had like 10,000 left over, so you can get fucked if you think I'm gonna go for 30,000. Just absolutely dick fucked, to be honest with you. Like, it's just a little unreasonable in this game, getting bolts, unfortunately. It's just a little bit unreasonable. And there's no way to get to the other rooms. And they are locked off for the most part, so seems like we'll just go back to the ship and be done with it. Is there any ammo I'm missing? Oh, you can go up top. Right, my bad.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Cool.
That's a real beauty.
Yes. Elevator. Elevator. Now gonna get the elevator, apparently. This one's taking me right back down where I came from. Yes. And now this time we're gonna be going right rather than left. Which is, if I recall, the slightly more annoying path. But altogether, still fine. I'm gonna use a wrench on this guy because it's just one guy and I can get away with it. I can probably skip all of these guys if I really want to, but I'm not quite sure I do want to. Right. 3 hits for them, and luckily I was able to hit 2 of them at once, so that simplifies things a fair bit. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot these guys down from afar. It's not the easiest. There we go. And that's just gonna make the run up to them a little bit easier. So, right, this one's only got 1 hit left. That one should be 2. Yes, sir. Now we get a bit of a magnet section, which is somewhat on the unfortunate side, because in this game you can't really use your weapons while you're on the magnet. So that's the infobot, that's what we want. And we got more of those guys up top. Unfortunately, I don't think I can swing shot my way up there. No, I cannot. And I could use this to kill those guys. But you'd have to say, probably not worth it. I do have 5 hits that I can take, but they are probably gonna deal more than 1, I would estimate, as I make my way over there. Because this is actually one of the 2 spots that put my Ratchet and Clank 1 playthroughs on hiatuses. This was the first one. Second one is a hoverboard race near the end of the game, which made me rage quit the game, and it's actually what inspired me to start doing this in the first place, so that I could actually, you know, beat the game. So, luckily I was able to get through it with ease, one might say. Let's go ahead and grab these bolts. And there we go. Now the problem, of course, with this particular setup that we have is that the moment I swing shot my way over there, those guys are gonna wake up. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can. No. It looks like I cannot get them over there. Which is oh, hang on, I could. No, I could not, because it doesn't actually shoot, apparently. Could I perhaps jetpack my way around this building? I could not. So, my idea, I'll just ignore them and swing shots away. Fuck, that's not gone well. Right, and now we're back here. Cool. Well, I don't necessarily want to do the run back all over again, so I propose that I use slightly unconventional. This run's already pretty much gone, but I propose that I use slightly unconventional strategies. Come on, get fucked. Fine, don't get fucked. I'm okay with that. You don't have to get fucked, it's just my preference. So here's my slightly unconventional strategic approach. Just gonna fucking ignore all these guys and yeah. hopefully I can manage to make it through here without taking even more damage. I should warn you that I probably will not manage to make it through here without taking even more damage, so that's real unfortunate. Come on. Come on, make it over here. Get over here, you bird things, whatever you are. Bird, dragon. It looks like a mixture between the two, like a really feathery dragon. Fuck it. Don't think I don't have balls. There you go. Okay. And that's a much faster run back than actually killing all the enemies, and it's much cheaper as well. But you do run the risk of taking more damage. Luckily you do get one guaranteed nanotech there. Now let's do the same thing I tried doing last time, which is to say just ignore all of them, but this time do it correctly. Yes, sir. Should be one of them alive here. No, I did manage to actually kill it. These guys I'm gonna kill, because they're, you know, new enemies. And they don't belong to a really annoying and ammo-consuming run back. Cool. There's the infobot. What in the fuck was that? He's like twice the amount of rockets I should have. Because for whatever reason it just wasn't targeting them. 2 and 3, there we go. 1 and 2 and 3. And that's probably actually cheaper than using the rockets, but slower. 1, 2 and 3. Grab the nanotech. 1 and 2 and 3. That was really annoying. I threw the bomb before he hit me, but the bomb didn't arrive quickly enough. 1, 2 and 3 and yep, this one hit both of them, which is real good. Yes, 2 and 1. And if you do it like that, you definitely save a lot of bolts. Oh, I wasn't meaning to hit the guy. What? What's hitting me? Come on. Don't. Oh, that guy. Right. That makes sense. That definitely makes some sense. Right. Should have enough ammo. Do have enough ammo. Can I get on this guy though? He's just gonna stand still. And yes. Cool. As you can see, the 1 extra hit point definitely helping out a great deal. And, you know, 1 extra hit point doesn't seem like it would help out that much, but look at it this way. If an enemy hits you twice and you can take 3 hits, then you win. It's the logic behind Dark Souls armor stats.
Hello again, everyone. Supreme Executive Chairman Drek here to fill you in on our progress. We have now found the perfect orbit for our planet, one which will allow for the optimum temperature all year round. However, there is a planet now occupying that orbit, and sadly, for its few insignificant inhabitants, it must be destroyed. That's why we've created this! The Planet Buster Maximus, a device capable of blowing an entire planet into subatomic particles. We're quite proud of it. Here's how it works. We attach the Planet Buster to this ship, fly it into orbit around the planet, and let it go! Kaboom! Quite ingenious, really. Once our trained professionals put the finishing touches on our new planet, everything will be complete. Thank you. Goodbye.
Now this guy's gonna blow up an entire planet? That's just mean.
That's what I've been telling you.
Look, I'm still gunning for Quark. If we end up taking out Drek too, hey, fine. What?
You do care.
Don't push it, pal.
Cool. Planet Hoven. That is... Well, that's taken out several birds with a single stone, I would argue, because that is both the planet that we have to go to next to, you know, stop the evil Drek, and it's also the planet in which Raritanium can be found. So, that's positive. Right, is there a nanotech to be found around these parts? Yes, sir. I didn't actually remember that, by the way, if you're wondering. I just checked. I mean, I like to think I'm pretty good at this game, but I ain't that good. This is linking everything together. We've been here before, of course, as Clank. There we go. Let's heal ourselves up, really. There's no real need for it, but I'm going for it regardless. Wow, there's a lot of nanotech here. I guess they were expecting players to take much more damage with Clank than they usually would as Ratchet, which is not necessarily correct. Cool. Yes, that is an interesting little area up here. Don't ask me what this is used for. I may actually know what it's used for, to be honest with you, but it's a really fucking awkward camera angle. There we go. And that was some bolts. I'm gonna use the metal detector just to see if perhaps they included a neat kind of bonus and gave you the ability to pick up something cool here. No, actually it doesn't seem like I can get to where the metal detector is pointing me, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, we're full. Stocked up on nanotech. Can I get out, please? Must be through one of these places. Through here. And then out through here. Yes. I remember now. This is fine. Cool. Well. Stock up on ammo.
Hi there, fuzzball.
Trying to see if I can remember how you can glitch strafe in this game. I think it's something to do with the camera angles.
That's a real beauty.
I don't really remember. I'll figure it out though. I'll look it up. Right. So that was Ratchet's part in the Kogor Refinery. Now we're going to Planet Hoven, the bomb factory, to destroy the Planet Buster.